start at the green buoys. They do not start with a flag off the boat.
So does this count as a lap? Still question whether this
I don't
counts as a
believe
lap.
so. I think that because the green buoys are just west of the turn at the east end of the course. So
yeah, it could be a 3/4 lap though, like, and still count as a lap. So we'll sort it out.
We'll find out when we reach what we think is 12.
Soon enough.
Yeah, it won't take long. I don't think the wind's going to bother these boats.
They will not. These boats can span the waves. They can span some pretty big waves. See the starting grid there. XINSURANCE South has the inside lane. GC Racing 2, Pothole Heroes 3,
Yep.
Monster Energy 4, XINSURANCE North 5th, and on the outside, WHM. Still under yellow flag. Here's your inside boat, XINSURANCE South. The number 6 drive boats deploy a tunnel tab, which will use to help compress air in the tunnel. It's an added advantage to carry extra weight for that.
Yeah.
250-pound penalty. No place to put those tabs on the rudder boats.
No, not well. You can't put them in the middle like that. You could probably put on smaller tabs, like conventional trim tabs, but those BPMs are also trimmable. So
that's right.
They're forming up the west end of the course, getting ready to. They're just entering that west turn.
Quick gear change ratios on the BPMs on.
Yeah. Yep.
And you're limited in gear change ratios with the number 6s. You run more propellers with the number 6s, but now the stern drive boats can run up to 6 propellers. It used to be 3. As we get a look overhead from the XINSURANCE Helicam of our starting grid, now moving around that outside far east turn, now turning towards the beach. The wind will be at their back.
WHM is way out front. They're going to have to come back, or these guys are going to have to come up to them. There's the. Maybe it's just the angle because.
Yeah, again, camera angles are difficult to tell. Now the entire starting grid almost on screen here. And now they're coming down the beach. They should be released here very soon.
As soon as we see that green, there's the green buoy on one side. Yep, rooster tails are up. They are on the gas, green flag.
The race is on in Pro Class 1, your final race of the Michigan City Grand Prix. This is it to determine who the Pro Class 1 winner will be in Michigan City, Indiana. It looks like XINSURANCE Offshore, XINSURANCE South. Looks like XINSURANCE South on the inside line has some good speed early, but so does Pothole Heroes.
Yep.
And XINSURANCE
North.
North shoots out of there like a bullet. IMCON right in the middle of the mix there.
GC Racing is
yep
drag racing with XINSURANCE South.
Yeah, in the number 2 spot, so they'll come down to the start-finish line.
This should be the start of lap 1, we're thinking, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And GC Racing leads out in front, but XINSURANCE South has the quicker line around, the fastest lane around the course. XINSURANCE North looks to be quick here.
Yeah, North just has to stay out because they're lane 5.
That's right. And it appears that XINSURANCE South.
Whoa, they're pulling out now. XINSURANCE South.
Yeah, two and a half boat length lead over GC Racing. Monster Energy
is in 3rd, and Potholes in 4th.
I think XINSURANCE North is in the mix there. You just can't see them in the spray of the rooster tails.
That's good to see.
Yeah, the Nick Buis and JJ Turk, they were fast. They have that combo of the number 6 drives, cut off skegs, can't steer them, you can trim them, and the rudder. They're the only combo
That was the Abu Dhabi boat.
That's right, the one that Gary Ballou and John Tomlinson won in. It was in the Marine Technologies, the All-American crew over there.
Yep.
So it looks like Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly continuing where they picked up off yesterday, leading in XINSURANCE South. The 43 victory with the surface drives and BPM rudder. And they do not look like they're catching a challenge close. It's GC Racing behind them.
They're going to use that pole position advantage for as much as they can.
About to finish up on lap number 1 here of 12 in Michigan City, Indiana.
So factory stock used lane 1, super stock lane 1. Super Cat could potentially actually be the team that was in lane 1. We'll see what happens with this one.
Here come our leaders wrapping lap number 1. XINSURANCE South with the lead. GC Racing in second. 3.5 seconds behind.
XINSURANCE North.
Yeah, in third. And Monster Energy in fourth. Pothole Heroes running fifth. WHM in sixth. XINSURANCE South turning that lap. 2 minutes 25.64 seconds. 114.9 miles an hour. So a 3.5 second lead for them over GC Racing.
Yep.
The real race on right now is for second as Monster Energy with Myra Coyle and Tyler Miller in the 438 Skater chasing the 482 Marine Technologies team of Willie Cabeza and Grant Bruggerman.
But just to the outside of Monster is XINSURANCE North. So they're basically side by side, just in different lanes at this point. As they come into the west end of the course, there's GC Racing. Black and fuchsia.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, the purpose-built Marine Technology boat for Pro Class 1 racing.
Yeah, that signature Marine Technology deck line that is there for aerodynamic reasons. That hump in the back. Let's see where the North XINSURANCE boat is.
So they're outside of Monster Energy.
Yeah, they're just behind and to the outside.
And so we'll get...
And Pothole Heroes is trying to shorten up the course.
We're going to get them sorted out here. They will move down this beach super fast. These boats in the straightaway easily touching 130 plus miles an hour for you fans. Nick Buis, JJ Turk, XINSURANCE North battling Monster Energy. There's your leader. XINSURANCE South back to North, trying to hold in at third. But
podium for them would be nice.
Again, back to our leader, 113.6 miles an hour.
4.8.
Over GC Racing in second. So about a 1.5 seconds gain there for XINSURANCE South. Looks like Monster Energy has a hold of
because they're
third.
They're inside.
Just outside of them, XINSURANCE North. Pothole Heroes has missed. Pothole Heroes missed the buoy, folks. Got to go back to the inside of the course and catch that buoy. They're going to lose a lot of distance.
They're still in fifth.
They did not lose a position.
Well, there's Monster Energy. Now we see WHM. They're running in sixth. Not where they're used to being, so there's still got some work to do getting these new motors sorted out.
Big jump up from running Super Cats and winning with Sterling engines over the years. And no one has won more Supercat World Championships since 2012 than WHM. Now making the jump up to Pro Class 1. Good look at our number 2 and 3 boats. GC Racing and Monster Energy. XINSURANCE South can wrap up the win here in Michigan City with another first place finish here today in Pro Class 1 racing. Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly, twin 1100 Mercury Racing turbocharged engines in a 43 victory hull.
The boat's carrying well.
They had it set up perfectly. They were the fastest boat in qualifying yesterday. Won the race yesterday. GC Racing running in second. Willie and Grant.
They're stretching it out too.
Raced yesterday in the factory stock class MTI.
Interval's up to 6 seconds now.
113-mile-an-hour lap for XINSURANCE South. On lap number 3, they continue to lead from their pole start.
Yeah, XINSURANCE North, if they can try to shorten up the course, they'll do themselves a favor. They're still running wide.
A lot of dirty water in front of them.
Yep.
We'll see Pothole Heroes. No. They are running in 4th, though. Or excuse me, 5th.
5th, and WHM is in 6th.
XINSURANCE North in 4th, behind Monster Energy. There's the yellow 40-foot skater trail away. Time veteran of Offshore driver Billy Monk. Jay Muller, as we mentioned, 3rd race of the day for him. Was in the cockpit of Great Dell and in Supercat and Celsius and Superstock.
I was half expecting to hear some bagpipes from the WHM folks here. Billy always brings out the bagpipes down in Key West.
We move back to our leaders. Out on lap number 4 of 12, turning laps at about 2 minutes 28 seconds on this 4.65 mile course. And GC Racing and Monster Energy trailing XINSURANCE South, part of the Dirty Money race team. Heading towards the start-finish line to complete lap number 4 here. Get you an average time and interval up to 115.743 miles an hour.
I've got the interval at 9 seconds now.
So 9 second, continue to grow that lead. Couple of seconds there easily. GC in 2nd, Monster Energy in 3rd, XINSURANCE North with their finest race of the season.
The boat looks good.
Watch GC Racing.
Taking a nice set. Just here's Pothole Heroes.
Carlos de Quesada and John Tomlinson. Both did John race with Abu Dhabi in 2010. 40-foot running surface victory hull. 40-foot skater of WHM once again. So a lot of racing to go here.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through this one.
But these Boats turning these laps in just under 2.5 minutes. Live coverage, Race World Offshore's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Go back and watch all Race World Offshore events on our YouTube channel. Brought to you by Maximum Inflation. Maximum Inflation, the new Maximus Quick Tire Inflation Kit. Special thanks to Leland Stanford, who was our starter this weekend here in Michigan City, as our presenting sponsor of the live stream.
And if I was one of these race teams towing trailers across the country, I'd buy one of those inflation kits for just in case.
Anybody that needs it,
yeah,
it's a dependable resource for you. Here's XINSURANCE South.
Wow.
114.7 miles an hour.
They're really picking it up because the interval is now well into double digits at 13 seconds.
GC Racing running in second. There's Pothole Heroes. They're running back on the pace, back in fifth.
Yep. Monster Energy is still third, but XINSURANCE North is getting closer at the ends of the straightaways. Just having to take that outer lane lets Myrick and Tyler get back ahead of them as they head west.
And this, you know, the first year for Nick and JJ running in Pro Class 1. They're the
first time for JJ running a cat.
That's right. They're the 2025 Mod V World Champions and the 29 Extreme V All Pothole Heroes. A lot of ground, a lot of water to make up, should I say.
Very distinctive deck line to that boat.
After missing a buoy 2 laps ago.
Monster Energy with those kind of classic skater lines.
Tyler Miller, Myrick Coyle. Tyler already making arrangements with Peter Ledden from Skater to have one of his first 418 skater catamarans built in the design of the 388 that has been so successful in Supercat. Of course, Tyler leading the way in giving Peter thoughts to that design, and I think 3 of those boats already contracted, 2 for racing. It's been the winning boat the last several years in the Supercat class, 388. Here comes our leaders one more time, getting close to the halfway point on this lap.
Yep.
Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly running well in the 43 Victory Hull.
Just keeping it smooth. Don't have to get too aggressive. The interval's still 13 seconds. GC Racing in second. Third place is Monster. And here's Pothole Heroes. Carlos de Quesada, 2-time winner of the 24 Hours of Daytona. Very accomplished sports car racer.
Right now, if this was to hold, XINSURANCE South would have a lock on the 2-day win.
Oh, yeah.
And GC Racing second. That's where they finished yesterday. And I would think that IMCON, with the 3rd place finish, probably could lock things up since Pothole Heroes has fallen back to 5th.
Yeah, 4th and a 3rd would be better than a 5th and a 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we need Joey from the Citizen.
Well, I'll try and be Joey
Mr.
Jr.
Points Man.
Yeah.
He,
Well, you need
the way he works
you
through
need
that.
an abacus to decipher the World Championships in Key West. Just 3 days. I mean, in making it even worse, you get a point for every boat you finish in front of.
Oh.
So it's try to put that into an Excel spreadsheet. You know,
I don't do
it takes a long time.
spreadsheets.
We see Billy Moff and Jay Muller. I thought they made the jump to Pro Class 1 pretty well. It's a hard thing to go from naturally aspirated engine to a 1100 to turbocharged.
Yeah, there's elements of it that, I mean, that boat was designed for Supercat. But I don't think it has the same size tunnel as these Victories.
No. XINSURANCE South. Continue to run laps right at about 1:15. Give you that interval here in a moment.
Yeah, still about a 13 and a half.
Monster Energy running in third.
XINSURANCE North trying to come up with a way to get around Monster. They want that podium spot.
So a Victory hull, tried and true, Michael Peters design bottom. Built at Victory in Dubai, followed by a Marine Technologies hull and a Skater hull. That's your top three. Another MTI right behind the top three. And XINSURANCE North.
There's the Pothole Heroes. Allegra Motorsports.
Take a look at XINSURANCE South have led from start to finish here today.
So far.
Out on lap number 8 of 12.
Now this is not taking long. They are 115 miles an hour.
High speed powerboat action on Lake Michigan here, northern Indiana's Michigan City, Indiana. Chicago's beachside resort town here in LaPorte County. As XINSURANCE South blazes by one more time. Though I think I've missed the last couple of intervals. That has them at 123.2. Got my watch reset. They are running strong. Nope, I missed that one. Sorry, folks. Correct that. 115. XINSURANCE South. GC Racing.
14 seconds. They've increased it by a second at least.
And Monster Energy pulls through, continuing to hold on to third, and XINSURANCE North unable to get around the Skater. Final race of a 2-day series included 70 boats here.
A great turnout.
37, I think, national class boats. 33 bracketed teams came here to Michigan City to watch Monster Energy's 438 Skater. Back to Pothole Heroes, Allegra Motorsports. They felt good about this in the Dirty Money camp. this weekend, both teams.
Oh yeah.
Supercat team, they had spent extensive time at Goodwin Racing Engines getting themselves together, as it looks like X Insurance South, their Pro Class 1 entry, which they've worked on, tested, is about ready to lap WHM.
Yeah, they put in a lot of time working on the boat, testing.
So they will get around WHM, and the rest of the fleet is making that approach as well. WHM staying wide, giving them clear water to run through. Finishing up lap number 8. Still some progress to exit, and WHM's heading into.
Yep.
They're going to pull off the course. There's GC Racing.
Still about a 12-second interval.
Monster Energy and X Insurance North. WHM's going to pull in for the day.
Monster Energy's third. X Insurance North still holding fourth.
Pothole Heroes still out there chasing lead boats. That missed buoy number 1.
Yep.
Really cost them.
Getting data. Figure out what they want to improve and where, and
next up for Pro Class 1 Racing, Chicago. Labor Day weekend. Montrose Beach, Lincoln Park area. Decades, it's been quite a while since there's been racing in Chicago, and they've never seen boats like these. The Pro Class 1 teams will hit the waters. Great vantage point to watch the races from there.
last time I went to a race in Chicago, it was a U.S. offshore event.
And then finished the season last weekend in September in Clearwater, Florida. Join us at all of those events live. You can find out the details at raceworldoffshore.com, and of course we will live stream them both. And the one that is the spectacle of them all, 44th annual World Championships in Key West. It's a mini series unto itself. 3 races in 5 days. Big street party and 250 poker run boats in town with the Florida Powerboat Club. It's an amazing week. Here comes X Insurance South. Continuing to hold their speeds there at 113, 115 as they can lift a little bit off, not run at such high RPMs. So they've got this thing,
The interval
locked up. Yep.
Still about 13.
GC Racing, Willie and Grant second. Monster Energy, watch that 438 skater down the tunnel there. As they turn in here on the west turn on this 4.65 mile oval. Long paperclip, as Colby called it. That's a pretty good description.
Yeah, I ripped it off from one of the NASCAR tracks. I can't remember which one they call the paperclip, but there's one that's famously known as the paperclip. It might be Bristol.
X Insurance North holding on to fourth. Nice. I think they'll be very pleased with their race day today. Carlos and Johnny will be upset that they possibly gave up a position.
Yep.
And could have cost a podium. That's, I mean, we'll have to do the final points calculation, but at this point, I think
at this point, it's X Insurance South, GC Racing, and Monster Energy will be your podium boats.
out on lap number
11, right?
2 laps left after this. We'll watch for the checker flag, just in case. Your announcers, long day for us here too, and long day for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching globally here on the live stream and also locally in Michigan City, Indiana. Wonderful being with you here. Todd and Eric from the Porte Products Broadcast Center. Special thanks to Scott Porte of Porte Products for sponsoring our broadcast center. It's hydraulic transom lip bracket, leading the industry. PorteProducts.com. XINSURANCE South through at 114 miles an hour. Seen a white flag being waved, but
I don't think we've seen that all weekend, though.
There hasn't been a ton of consistency to it.
Yeah, 14 seconds for the interval, so try as they might, GC Racing isn't reining them in. And look at the, it looks like all of a sudden XINSURANCE South really checked out. They're halfway up the backstretch before GC Racing got out of the turn. Halfway looking down the beach, looking for Bobby Adams to be holding up the 7,000 RPM sign, like in Ford versus Ferrari, go like hell.
Yeah, we've got them at 15 seconds at least in front of XINSURANCE South, heading into that far turn from our broadcast vantage point. My watch lap counter has them out on 11. XINSURANCE South, what a day for Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly.
What a weekend.
No doubt. Qualifying fastest lap in Pro Class 1, winner yesterday, winner here today. Again.
Fastest qualifier in Super Cat. Possible. Big weekend for Britt and Bill. Checkered flag is out on the cigarette pace boat.
They got dirty here in Michigan City, Indiana, in Pro Class 1, their first podium win. 2025 XINSURANCE South. Bill Pyburn, Britt Lilly.
And I think there's someone named Art who might be riding along with him day after his birthday. Good job, guys.
So XINSURANCE South takes the win. GC Racing, Willie Cabeza and Grant Bruggerman. Nice weekend here in Michigan City. Takes second. Monster Energy
third.
Tyler Miller and Myra Coyle third. Nick Buis and JJ Turk and XINSURANCE North will take Ford Pothole Heroes will get fifth. And that is the wrap of racing here in Michigan City, Indiana.
Nick and JJ just let everybody know they're coming. That's the best that boat has booked.
Like a moped underneath us. Just
that was a dirty money team.
Was that a dirty money team?
That was a dirty money team.
Bobby Adams, damn you.
I think it was TJ Rand.
Was it TJ?
Yeah, it was TJ.
All right.
He deserves it. They've been working their tails off on that boat.
Big win for the Dirty Money team, working with Rick Lindsay and XINSURANCE as a co-sponsor of that team. XINSURANCE South with the win here today in Michigan City, Indiana. Turned laps right around 1:15 all day long.
Yep.
The
Double digit interval for most of that too.
Weather changed up on us late in the morning. It had been coming off the shore and kind of went back to where it was yesterday, steady and a little more lean to the northeast, but gave them a little bump to deal with.
I think that's Britt out on the front of the boat, holding up the crossed arms for X Insurance. Oh, there's Bill. Good for them.
See the flag toss, both Britt and Bill out on the deck.
They got it.
Time to wave the checkered flag. Big weekend in Pro Class 1 for X Insurance South. Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly.
That almost looked like a Super Cat race from last year. The fight was for second.